Ever heard love doused in cold water? Sayachan is Ginger Hune's GF, dousing love before it starts. Then she calls, sobbing like a heartbreak delivery. Old Pio, anxious as an ant on a hot pan, rushed to Sayachan's home and saw Xiaozhen dragging her into the stairwell. He tried to save her but remained an onlooker. Then he recalled old Zhang's warning to steer clear of trouble, so he had to hang around like a spy. After Xiaozhen wrapped up and bolted down an alley, old Pio was hot on his heels. Oops. Old Pio beat a man up, only to find he was a cop. His phone showed missed calls from old Zhang. He was dealing drugs with a defector, but the guy didn't trust him. Just when the deal was about to go belly up, Xiaozhen finally called. But it was old Pio on the other end. Now he had two options on his table. Either go on the run or join the gang as a junior member. Since they were in cahoots, Xiaozhen gave old Pio a taste of his tooth loss, deciding to roll the dice and let the drug deal continue. Little did he know, this shipment was a whopper 400 pounds of goods. Old Zhang was left thinking, no way I can handle this feat, but old Zhang wasn't about to let his hard-won duck fly away like that. With Long Xiao getting cozy with old Pio, he was cooking up an even bigger scheme. The big conspiracy succeeded. To appease old Pio, old Zhang gave him his largest nightclub to manage, with unexpected results. Sayachan's arrival escalated things, and two bearded thugs soon showed up at the nightclub, a sight too grim to behold. Big Sister mentally reviewed the day's fluctuations, warned Duzun not to interfere. Carla rushed into party, and Sayachan tried to flee. Subtitles. Carla grabbed him, demanding, "Where do you think you're going?" Sayachan said to her, "Sorry, it seems I'm misunderstood. Could you please let me go?" Subtitles. Song Sidu, let go of your grip. You scoundrel, cease the fighting right now. What on earth are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Duzun erupted in anger, while Honyan was just out for the cash. What are you doing? What are you doing? The police showed up and swiftly arrested the involved parties. The detective asked the big sister why she hadn't called. Subtitles, buddy, there's trouble here. And then he dragged Duzun to the alleyway, giving him a slap and telling him to stop messing with the bearded guys. At that moment, a young guy rushed out and stabbed Duzun in the abdomen. Duzun responded by kicking the assailant down. The detective pulled out his baton and subdued the boy. You punk. Hey, don't move. What are you packing? You little punk, what are you doing? Get lost. Only then did Duzun suddenly recall that boy from his past days. The detective took the boy back to the precinct, preparing to charge him with attempted murder. Sayachan was called over to the detective, who ordered his colleagues to let her leave unharmed. What about Mingju, that jerk girl? We're both dead in the water thanks to this, and it all happened at the competition. Sayachan wished to help her forget the past and get back to living, but the boy insisted his sister would cut her a deal. Sorry, but... Do you have any cash? That bunch was left scrambling as Sayachan caught up with them. Later, Sayachan met Duzun at the beach to share stories about her past with her ex. She treated him to drinks, wrapping him in conversation and setting up a little mischief. Sayachan already knew Duzun's identity, secretly helping the cops keep him in check, just as he returned with some drinks. Sayachan pretended to take a selfie, upsetting the gangster mayor who vowed to settle scores with Duzun. Zhang Bio warned her that this matter needed Duzun's help to resolve, before he would set aside thoughts of revenge. The next day, the big bearded guy was busy unloading meat. Zhang Bio took Duzun to the docks and lamented, "I've done so many terrible things. I'm sorry, Prime Minister. Just a simple apology will do. Did you hear me? My prices are up 50%. I need to know the precise date. Then I can prepare the funds, and it can't be done over the phone." The big bearded guy didn't like that, and sensed Zhang Bio had ulterior motives. He picked up a knife and warned her, if anything goes sideways, we all go down together. Later, the big bearded guy sought out Duzun again, asking if he had ever considered working together with her. Duzun was not interested in gang wars at all and stayed silent. But Sangbio saw it all in full. On the way back home, Sangbio inquired about what she had talked about with the big bearded guy. Are you sure about arranging that kid's affairs in the legislature? Subtitles. So you can't see him here. Get that punk out of the way right now. Looks like Sayochin installed surveillance on Duzun's phone, and all of Sangbio's words went straight to the detectives. And thus, the duel of wits thus commenced. At night, the police came to find the big bearded guy and informed him of everything they had overheard. He responded, "I know what to do, don't move. I'll arrange it." Police ran to Duzun, honking wildly, but he didn't flinch. The detective popped his head through the sunroof, inviting him out for a joyride. Everyone knew this was Ginger Hyun, and Song Woo-king had spent a lot of money, smiling particularly sweetly. "You're such a jerk." Cheng Dushi knows Ginger Hyun and her daughter, who are partners. And so the chasing began. In the CID, Ginger Hyun had to hurry up and put on makeup. "I'm gonna hit the restroom first." Who killed her? Murder Song Woo-king, who else could it be? With drugs and stimulation flying around, the cop was confused why he was helping Sangbio take the fall. Duzun stayed silent, while the detective casually spilled the beans about Sayochin knowing his identity. That day, Sayochin borrowed some money from the big sister. Duzun learned of this and found Sayochin, warning her not to buy drugs anymore. Sayochin shook off his hand, left the nightclub, and gave the money to her ex-boyfriend's brother, who whisked it away in style. Late at night, Duzun came looking for Sayochin. He barely greeted her before seeing her go off the rails. "I'm not you. I am you. I am exactly you. I am you. Why is everyone watching me? I'm just worried about you." Upon hearing this, Sayochin turned back and told him to whip out his phone. She wanted to delete the photos and casually uninstalled the detective's software. At dawn, Duzun sought out Sangbio, questioning him if he'd still have to take the fall if things went south this time. Sangbio sensed Duzun had caught wind of something and retorted, "Wasn't that the case back then?"